Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the BEA part number 10MS21HS. This is a hardwired touchless activation plate. This is a 4 3/4 square unit. And other than the peel away protective film that's here, this is exactly what this is it. This is it right here. So what that means is you've got the touchless plate. You're also then going to have the module that's going to be required to get the unit installed. And the manufacturer calls that their isolation module, which is here. You're going to get not only the isolation module is in here, you're going to get the fasteners to get it installed and an Allen wrench. We're going to go over what that material is for in a moment. Wiring diagram for the isolation module. Installing it without would not allow you to have a successful installation. So installation instructions are included with the document. Okay, they're also linked to down below here. But first, the summary of this item: tamper resistant, no visible screws at all. The screws are actually these two small concealed set screws that are on the bottom that you will access by using that long Allen wrench that's included. According to the manufacturer's extended description, very thin profile, and that sure indeed would be the case. About 9/16. Overall of the entire unit with its mounting plate, about 5 11/16. 5 11/16. That plate is the 4 3/4 that we see. Touchless activation plates are really a great idea, and I'm seeing them more and more installed in restroom applications. Having low energy automatic door operators on units, low energy operators with touchless sensors to make handicap compliant these restroom openings, which I understand to be code in Canada, and I've been told by people in the know that code in the United States will soon be changed to reflect that requirement. It's such a great idea, the touchless stuff. Spreading, hands. Who washes their hands and then grabs a dirty door handle? No one does. Paper ends up on the floor, towels end up on the floor, whatever the case might be. The foot gets used to open the door, to close the door, things of that nature. So these touchless items are really a great idea. The installation instructions will show that they have the two different shapes, 6-inch round and 4 3/4 square, with the different language on each of them. Wave to open, or the handicap wave to open, or the handicap symbol with the language and the symbology wave to open. Right there, this. Okay, so they're becoming more and more common, and you're going to very often, of course, most often I should say, see this material installed in hospitals. The minimum distance is basically 0. Well, it's really a 1/2 inch activation range, up to 5 inches. Touchless design reduces the spread of bacteria, disease, and contamination. LED indicator illuminates the mounting ring, increasing visibility and awareness. Okay. Stainless steel faceplate reduces accidental damage. No moving parts. That's huge as well. You won't be replacing cherry switches on these for failure because there are no moving parts. And then the two shapes and the different graphics. Now, let's go over the installation instructions quickly. What they want you to do first is to install the electrical box. And so get the electrical box installed. Remove the two set screws. So the box goes in the wall. Get that placed. Remove the 2 set screws. Disassemble the plate from the stainless activation plate with its NEMA 4 enclosure from the mounting ring by sliding up. You can see on the back side of this how there's room to be able to slide the mechanism up in your tab areas and at the top of the enclosure. Slide that up once the screws are removed. Temporarily mount the mounting ring to the electrical box. You'll be able to do that through the holes here and here, and you've got screws for doing that. Then they want you to mount or to mark the holes for the mounting ring, the 4 holes. Be mindful about the "this end up" language. Make sure that you've got the right end pointed towards the top. Then you're going to remove the mounting ring from the electrical box. Install the 4 anchors for the, and there are none included with this. That will be separate. Hand tighten the mounting ring to both the electrical box and the wall. Okay, so that'll all be secured in place. Remove back of the NEMA 4 enclosure, which is this, and then you're going to go through and make your adjustments, which are shown in the wiring in step 2, and then the settings in step 3. The settings are very simple. All you're going to be adjusting is the sensitivity range via the potentiometer, if that's the correct way to call that, which is marked A in the back, the blue item that's there. The audible alert will either be on or off in your B or C dip switches on top of the potentiometer. Okay. Then, of course, the wiring in step 2. You've got your color coding here. You know exactly how that's going to go to your isolation module, and then how the module is going to feed back to the automatic operator that you have. Obviously, you're going to have your ground, your positive and negative power coming in, your 2 power coming in. You'll have your common, and then you'll have your normally open or normally closed. And that's really everything that you're going to have with that. You'll need some wire nuts. You're going to need some wire, obviously, etc. But this will get you started. Going to be appropriate for use on really everything that's automatic door related. And it's hardwired. I don't see why you couldn't make this wireless at all. I wouldn't hesitate to give that a try as well if you were to able to make that sort of adjustment with a transmitter and a receiver. Once you've got your settings, your wiring and your settings done, then you're going to basically insert this into the mounting ring, come down, snap it in place, and then your 2 set screws. It doesn't snap in place, it just rests in place once you have slid it down. Okay. There is also some troubleshooting that's involved on the back side of it. Sensor erratically detecting or falsely activating. Check for proper ground. That will cause trouble. Or an unstable power supply. Electrical noise, you know, a poor ground. Non-stationary object within the detecting zone. There may be, you might have a plastic bush on, you know, furniture here. And when people walk by, it moves and activates that. You could have that, I suppose. Sensor not detecting. You've got your sensitivity too low, or there's simply no power to the device at all. So check those scenarios. They also include an application note that will be very helpful for the installer to help determine that you've got not only proper ground, but proper wiring in terms of power. It's obviously an issue enough to the point where BEA includes that documentation with the material. Okay. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the BEA products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog where you can review all things automatic door hardware related from this manufacturer. BEA's name is synonymous with this product line. You will notice, possibly, that there are other manufacturers who simply private label their material. And I would, if you have more than an occasional need for automatic door activating equipment, I would familiarize yourself with their catalog, possibly even bookmark it. If you have any questions on the BEA, this is their part number 10, MS21HS 4 3/4 wired touchless activation switch, or any other BEA product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.